Hey, and welcome to Phase 101. I'm Brandon Farrow, and today we're going to be talking about the direct wake-induced lucid dreaming method. This method has helped me in so many ways achieve consistent and high-level lucid dreams, and honestly, I still use this method because it's so effective and it's something that I've kind of got down to a science, and that's what I'm going to try to teach you guys today. There are a lot of similarities between the indirect method, which we discussed in the previous presentation. So the gist of this method involves awakening approximately 5 hours after going to sleep with an alarm clock and immediately perform a reality check. After the reality check, you prove you're awake, lie in bed for 5 to 15 minutes until you achieve what is called a balanced state of wakefulness. Calmly and passively perform one direct technique for no longer than 30 minutes. If successful, the transition stage will begin. The transition will lead to a separation, and the separation will lead to a lucid dream. The end results are similar to the indirect method. And wake-induced lucid dreams are dreams during which you go to sleep with the intention to remain aware and experience a transition from an awakened state to a dream state without breaking consciousness. So, direct techniques, simply put, are passive conscious actions or mantras performed while falling back to sleep. And again, we use no physical movement whatsoever while performing these techniques. Direct techniques are in the same category as indirect techniques. The only difference is that direct techniques are more passive. Indirect techniques are more active. If you are successful, you will experience a transition period just like that of the indirect wake-induced lucid dream method, and so similar steps should be taken to allow for the transition to proceed. Again, this involves passively allowing the sounds, vibrations, accelerations, rotations, whatever, to continue. Both approaches will allow for the transition to proceed. Nevertheless, there should be no inclination to attempt to interpret or decipher the sensations as they are unfolding. When the transition ceases, the dream should manifest itself spontaneously. Nevertheless, it's always important to prepare a separation technique because this may be required. Separation techniques are similar as those discussed in the previous slide. They're used to separate from the body and to enter the lucid dream. It's normally necessary to perform a separation technique after one has proceeded through the vibrations, sensations, accelerations, which may occur directly after a successful cycle of indirect techniques. Similar to that of the indirect techniques, there should be no physical movement whatsoever. Everything should be imagined movements. So when to attempt a direct wake-induced lucid dream? Attempts should be made at the start of a long REM cycle, and this is approximately 5 hours after going to sleep. You're going to want to use the deferred method. The deferred method involves setting an alarm to sound 5 hours after going to sleep, and subsequently every 30 minutes. You want to make sure that you stick with one attempt per day using the direct wild method. Attempts should only last, again, about 20 to 30 minutes max. After about 20 to 30 minutes, stop and allow yourself to sleep and retry your efforts in the future. My personal experience has proven that being awake for longer periods of time, an hour or more, greatly increases the likelihood of achieving a lucid dream, but you never want to be attempting a direct technique for more than like 20 minutes because it'll be really hard for you to go back to sleep. A balanced state of wakefulness. You want to gradually fall asleep, but again, not like hours, just like minutes. If sleep comes too quickly, a less natural position should be taken. If sleep takes too long, a more natural position should be taken. Body position. You want to make sure your body position is oriented in a comfortable, relaxed, and consistently familiar way. This helped me a lot to achieve consistent, direct lucid dreams. You should test out different body positions. Your goal is to be attentive and aware while comfortable and relaxed. So kind of like make it a ritual. For me, I kind of repeat the same steps in order and like the exact same time every single time I wake up and attempt the direct method. So this has kind of allowed like my mind and my body to work together to find that balanced state of wakefulness to consistently achieve that direct phase entrance. Mentality and mindset. So you need to have full confidence. You need to have positive mindset. Your idle time may lead to frustration and doubt, so you want to keep that really low. Your doubt will lead to failure. Intention is key. You want to use mental visualization and incubation of desired dream settings. So you want to really put yourself in the place that you want to find yourself in your dream, if that makes any sense. Right? So you just want to visualize your dream. Hear the seagulls, hear the ocean, hear the breeze, feel the sand, to get you in the mindset and kind of condition yourself to make that direct wake-induced lucid dream happen. Positive articulation is always important. So you can kind of say to yourself in your head, next scene is a dream. You know, it doesn't have to be mindless, but you just want to passively but sincerely generate that desire. Positively articulate it to yourself. Relaxation. Relaxation is probably one of the most important parts of this method. Your direct wake-induced lucid dream techniques themselves, the conscious actions, are in essence relaxation methods, right? They're mantras. They're supposed to kind of keep you relaxed. So lucid dreaming cannot occur without being relaxed. That's something you need to know. If your body's worked up, if your mind's worked up, you're not going to be able to go to sleep. You're not going to be able to lucid dream. Your body won't relax unless your mind is relaxed. Lying down is always best for relaxation. Meditation is very helpful for attaining peaceful relaxation as well, and also retaining that attentive awareness. In essence, the free-floating state of mind is the goal. You want to enable yourself to meditate to that free-floating state of mind, and that is going to happen by performing a direct conscious action to aid in concentration. Okay, so let's wrap it all up here. So you're going to set an alarm to wake up 5 to 6 hours after going to sleep. After it wakes you up, immediately perform a reality check. If you're still awake, reflect on all the dreams from throughout the night. Record a summary in your dream journal. You want to lie in bed for about 5 to 15 minutes, but again, you want to experiment for yourself to find that balanced state of wakefulness. Relax. Calmly perform a passive indirect technique, in this case, force listening in. Quiet the mind and remain aware and attentive through force listening in. Again, I'd strongly recommend using noise silencing headphones so you don't get woken up by any sounds throughout the house. As you drift off into sleep, become more passive with force listening in. Affirm that you will become lucid the next time you fall asleep. Intention is crucial. You have to want it, to feel it, to taste it, as if your life depended on it. You should doubt nothing but reassure everything. If you catch yourself daydreaming and lose awareness, just redirect your attention towards force listening in and maintain self-awareness. While attempting to fall asleep, don't think too much or you might not be able to sleep. You need to relax the mind and stay calm. If any sensations are experienced, remain calm and strengthen them by passively straining the brain, passively observing images, or continue with force listening in. And again, these are some of those universal strengthening techniques that we had discussed in the previous presentation. Never attempt to decipher the sounds or images. When the sensations or vibrations stop, attempt to open your eyes or perform a separation technique. You may experience a spontaneous entrance. Perform a reality check. Make sure you're not still dreaming. If you are dreaming, immediately implement stabilization techniques. If no sensations occur after about 30 minutes of practice, stop and just allow yourself to fall asleep and prepare for your next attempts. When you wake again, perform another reality check. Are you dreaming? You may have experienced a false awakening. If not, record this experience in a dream journal and make plans to correct mistakes in future attempts.
The possibilities are infinite and only limited through the boundaries of the imagination. Anyone has the potential to turn these ideas into reality, and these experiences will change your life forever. The power is within your reach.